Well, welcome. We're so excited to have you in on our podcast in our van and at this great chef leadership event. So, I want to welcome you and tell us a little bit about why you're here and what you would like to see from the event. Everyone wants to talk first.
I'll go. Um, I love mentoring young people. I don't have my own children. Tara and I were just talking about that. They just never came. Both of us had a career and they didn't come. So this is my way to sort of take youth. I didn't have my own, so it's a way for youth. I can have an impression on youth, and I'm blown away with some of the questions that they've asked. It's been amazing.
And go ahead and tell us before we move on.
Oh,
So, who you are and who you represent.
okay, my name's Denise Poole, and I'm the CEO of AMI In Flight, which stands for Airline Marketing International. We sell food and wine and beverages to airlines all over the world.
Wow.
My name is Tara Sakel. I am the management training specialist with Marlows Tavern, and I've been with them for almost 19 years now. And I grew up in this business. I've loved it. I came today to be with Chef Simone simply for the fact that Denise is right. Youth is so important right now and making an impact and showing them how amazing this industry really is. And there are so many different career paths. You can be in the kitchen, you could be front of the house, you can be management, and you can do all kinds of back of the house, behind the scenes as well. So
Chef.
Hey, my name is Ken Robinson. I am a chef de cuisine, but I'm also the general manager at the Marlows Tavern location in Northlake. I've been with the company 17 plus years. And for me, it's really just creating some urgency and passion behind the culinary. This day and age
Yes.
and 2025, nobody really thinks about being a chef and what it can bring and how lucrative it can be and the experience and the professionalism that comes behind it. Like it takes a lot to be a chef in this industry and be successful. So, just teaching the youth because there's a big gap these days. And I want to just bridge that gap and get some passion, some young kids in the kitchen and show them some knife skills and bring passion to it.
The other thing I think is these kids that are in these classes, they don't know what career opportunities are available to
Right.
them. That's what I think we're all here for. We've got different career paths, and it's a way to show them they don't have to flip burgers and be
Right.
a waitress forever. There's pathways that they can continue to progress in a career.
Most definitely, because I mean, if you tie this in between culinary and the hospitality, meaning hotels,
Mhm.
and then you can get into special events, event planning. I mean, there is such a huge career path here, and right now there's so many jobs
Well,
in Metro Atlanta for these
yes.
kids,
Agreed.
or they can go to the 2 year after or 4 year programs. But we need to get them, as you said, motivated and
Yeah.
acclimated and moving into this world.
and one of them said, "How do we get started?" I wanted to say, just jump in,
Yes.
get a job, and start there. And as you said, you've got to have integrity and work ethic. I think if they have that, they will absolutely progress in their career.
Well, one thing I was just doing a lecture down at University of Florida, but they were telling this 140 junior seniors, you can't just get a degree.
Right.
You have to have, especially in this world, you have to have the experience. The degree helps, the training course helps, but you got to jump in.
Dude.
And one of the important things I took from this when she was telling the students is you're all qualified for a free internship. So you're all
Yeah.
qualified to jump in the door and do an entry level job, get paid or an internship, whatever, to get in the door, as you said.
I started flipping burgers at 16 years old when my friends wanted to be a lifeguard. I thought that was boring, and it went from there. It's you got to have passion.
I
I
was a
think
Whopper flopper.
you were a Whopper. Okay, there you go. See,
Been
it's
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I,
it's passion.
it is passion, and in our industry, I feel like our one of our sayings is we work hard, but we play hard too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we have this is always fun. You're always having fun. There's never a dull moment. The same day is
Yeah.
never twice. It's not a 9 to 5, and you know that from 9 to 9:30 you have to do emails,
Right.
and from you, it's everything is different every day, and that's the best part. And you meet so many amazing people from all walks of life.
It is hard work, but if you're not having fun, something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, I tell my godkids, because I don't have children, as I said, if you have passion for what you're doing and you love what you're doing, you're not really working.
No,
right.
it's not a job.
You aren't. It's not really a job. Yes, I mean, there are not, every day is not a great day, but if you have passion for it, really doesn't matter.
Because you're right. It is, every day is different. I mean, I think even why I went into a convention visitor bureau and move up to the top, because then I'm dabbling in everything.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
this world can get you to those positions.
Absolutely, it can.
Yeah.
Chef, are you recruiting?
I'm always recruiting,
See?
and I would love to get like start at the high school level and just create some passion and understanding and just general basic culinary knowledge. Because I think a lot of kids just at home don't understand. You know, you see grandma, but now at this day and age, grandma is 40 and kind of hanging out as young, so you don't have that same experience that we did growing up. You know, where you said like your grandma making
Right.
ravioli with her was a passion, and you look forward to
That's
that.
gone.
Or
I think a lot of that's really gone. Those skills that for food that doesn't come out of a package. I think those skills are gone.
Ken, I love Ken, and he's very big on social media, but he has his kids when they were younger and they couldn't reach the stove. He had them sitting on a chair
Yes.
and
I love
stirring
it.
and teaching them knife skills. And I was like, that is amazing. And I think that a lot of parents are not involved with their children and showing them how amazing it is in the kitchen.
Well, you've
nowadays.
ignited that in your children, and someday they're going to be over here doing what we're doing, talking about
hopefully,
how
yeah,
you
yeah, hopefully,
inspired
yeah.
them when they were little.
Well, my dad was a firm believer of, as a man, you should have a trade. And I think, in this day and age, you got to be good at something. And for me, I enjoy seeing people's passion and their delight when they get that food or takes that first bite. Or, for my cooks, learning how to hold a knife and make that perfect cut. That passion and that skill set is just, it's fading away. And so before it's become non-existent, I want to get it back.
What's inspiring about today is I think these kids do have, some of them, they sit up front, they have amazing questions. I see some passion in these kids. A couple of them came up to talk to us, and I said, look, I can just tell you are going to be successful in life. You can just tell which ones are really going to be successful in life. They're engaged, they ask questions, they're listening. That's
I had
listening.
two
is very
kids in the
important.
van right before you all.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Awesome questions.
Really?
Yes, I couldn't
Awesome.
believe how good their questions were, and they were talking about how to proceed in their careers and about their different careers. But then you could even tie their different interests
Yeah.
back into the same world again.
Oh, that's great that they were in here doing
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
they're definitely fully engaged. Just their secondary questions about what we're speaking on, and just they seem intrigued. They seem to really be curious about what's going on, and I'm excited for it. I saw one of the girls in some houndstooth pants, like some culinary school pants, and I was just like, takes me back. Just that nostalgia and those kind of things. But I want them to have those experiences as well.
Oh, the black and white checkered pants. I remember getting those when I went for orientation for culinary school. They're like,
You're
here's your
so
two
excited.
pants, here's your
Oh,
skull
God.
cap, here's your knife kit. Don't cut yourself. I'm like, this is the best day ever.
I remember that's flashbacks. I was in sales, but we did 1,500 people like Thanksgiving meals,
Oh yeah.
and I went from sales into carving.
Oh,
So I
Oh.
remember the black checkered pants, the
Yeah.
white jacket,
hmm
and not being able to separate my hand when I'm done carving because
Yeah.
I wasn't
'Cause
used to
yeah.
carving.
yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody saying, I want that piece. I
Yes.
want that bigger piece.
Like,
no,
move
not
on.
that piece. No,
I couldn't
that
say
piece.
that,
In your mind, you're saying it, but you're just
Yes.
you're smiling
Right,
and
yeah,
nodding.
yeah,
This one, perfect. I got you.
yeah. Well, we appreciate you being on.
Thank you.
Thank
having
you.
for having us.
Thank you. I feel honored to be invited.
No, we're glad you're
and
on here.
It's really, I mean, it's a fabulous day. It's going to make.
Come work in this
Yeah.
business because it is just amazing. Never the same day twice. I can't say that enough.
It's true.
We did an 85th birthday party for a gentleman 3 weekends ago in the bottom of a townhome condo building in Buckhead. We had to bring everything there because they didn't even really have a kitchen. And, sushi station, hand rolling sushi in one corner and champagne and caviar in the other corner. And then the next day I go and make some burgers and drop off a brunch catering. So never the same day twice. And that's the best
Same
part.
in the airline industry. You might come in, think you're going to do one thing, and there's a snowstorm in Chicago, and you're not doing that anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank
Well,
you
thanks
all.
for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You gained a
Appreciate it.
follower. I'll be promoting this a lot, so I appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.